You're not lazy. You're just using your brain's battery the wrong way. In your head, there is a command center that makes all your big decisions, but it only has a limited charge. If you waste it on emails and small choices in the morning, you'll be exhausted by noon. Today, I'll show you how to design a workday that works with your biology, not against it. Here is the simple rule to get more done while feeling twice as calm. The productivity trap. Why your to-do list makes you tired. Your brain runs on energy, a real limit that shows up as focus or fatigue. Every item on a to-do list asks for attention, a small decision, and a memory check. That mix can drain the brain battery quickly, especially as the day wears on. During the morning window, the command center stays sharp when energy and clarity are highest. If you use that window for deep work, you get more done with less strain. A long to-do list can feel like a wall of choices. Decision fatigue grows with every small decision you make. The more you switch tasks, the more energy you lose. Multitasking seems efficient but splits attention and drains your brain battery faster. When you open a list and try to do several tasks at once, you end up moving slowly and feeling tired. Here is a simple daily blueprint that respects energy. First, pick 1 to 2 MITs, the most important tasks for the day. Put them at the top of your list and guard those blocks like a precious gate. Next, arrange your day around blocks of focus. Block 1 is the morning window, a time for the MITs and nothing else. Use a timer for focus bursts, then take a brief break to reset. Keep decisions minimal in these blocks. Decide on a single method for the day and stick with it. Finish the block with a quick check that you really did the key work, not just shuffled papers. Then move to lighter tasks that don't demand heavy thinking. A real-world rhythm helps this land. Hydration, movement, and bright light feed the brain battery and keep energy steady. Turn off non-essential notifications during the deep work blocks. If a thought comes up, jot it on a single capture list and return to it later. In the afternoon, save meetings and routine chores for a time when energy is lower. End the day with a short shutdown ritual. Review the MITs, note one thing you'll do tomorrow, then close the loop. The morning window can be your ally if you protect it and let energy lead your choices. With energy management as your secret, the to-do list becomes a map that guides you instead of a trap that tires you. The command center. Meet the part of your brain that does the hard work. Planning, decision-making, and keeping track of goals are handled by a busy part of the brain. This is the command center, the front area that does the hard work. Think of it as a control tower guiding where your attention lands and what you do next. It runs on energy and needs care to keep it strong. When you set a goal and map a path, you're asking the center to light the way and hold the plan in working memory. It coordinates thinking, priorities, and impulse control. It acts like an air traffic controller, deciding which task lands next and how long to stay with it. When you plan a project or break it into steps, this region keeps the sequence intact. It uses working memory to hold the next move in your mind. Push too many tasks or demand speed, and the command center tires. Energy management is the secret to keeping it ready. The brain battery needs steady fuel, good sleep, water, simple meals, and movement. The morning window is often when attention is strongest, so hard work should land there. Cut distractions by muting non-essential alerts and letting routines take care of tiny decisions. Single tasking helps more than juggling several things at once. Finish a task, check it off, and move on to the next with a clear plan. Here's a simple daily blueprint that fits the command center. Start with a long stretch of focused work during the morning window, then give your brain a lighter task and a quick movement break. Keep a short list of the day's top 2 or 3 goals, not a long catalog. Schedule email checks and messages for specific moments, not all day. End the day with a quick review of what went well and what to adjust tomorrow. With practice, the command center stays steadier, the brain battery recharges more reliably, and the morning window feels more predictable. The daily battery. Why your energy is limited. Your brain runs on energy that is finite. The brain uses energy for thinking, planning, and staying alert, even when you're not moving. Sleep, meals, water, light, and movement all help refill that brain battery. By late afternoon, the charge can feel low. This daily limit shapes how well you can focus and work. The morning window is the stretch of time when you wake and the day begins. In this window, the command center handles tough tasks, new learning, and quick decisions. The body is more ready for complex thinking and less easily pulled off course. If you want to focus, schedule hard work here and keep other demands light. Energy management is the key to focus. Treat the day as a map for the brain battery. Do big tasks in the morning window, then switch to lighter work as charge falls. Bring in gentle breaks to reset attention. A short stretch, a quick walk, or a few mindful breaths can lift the next task a notch. Blueprint for a simple day. Start with a glass of water and bright light to wake the senses. Tackle one important task in the morning while the battery is fuller. After that block, take a break that moves you. Stand up, stretch, step outside if you can. Eat a balanced meal at midday to steady energy. In the afternoon, move toward routine tasks and avoid piling on new heavy work. End with a short wind down and prepare for sleep, so the brain can recharge for tomorrow. The goal is clear: align tasks with energy, not the other way around. The golden window: using your first 3 hours for your biggest goals. The moment you wake can feel like a clean slate for the brain. The morning window is real for many people, a stretch of time when thoughts are sharper and stress is lower. Energy management is the secret to staying in that sharp zone. The brain battery needs careful charging and careful use. Every new choice drains it a little. Use these first 3 hours to push one big goal, and you'll see how momentum grows. Start with the command center. Pick one biggest goal for the day and write it where you'll see it first thing. Keep it specific and doable in the next hours, not vague or spread across many tasks. Then give the goal your full attention for a short ritual, a quick hydration sip, a bit of light movement, and a moment to breathe. This is the moment you lock in focus, and it signals your brain that the work ahead is important. The next step is to feed the brain battery. Water, a small healthy bite if you need it, and a reset to silence noisy thoughts that pop up. It's amazing how much energy a tiny reset can save. The morning window is your time to dive deep. Plan 2 focused work sprints that total about 90 minutes to 100 minutes, with very short breaks in between. In the first sprint, tackle a meaningful piece of the big goal, like drafting the core outline or writing a key paragraph. Set a timer and let your attention stay on one task. When the timer ends, stand, stretch, and sip water. The second sprint goes after the next critical piece, such as filling in details or polishing a section. If distractions creep in, write them down on a quick note and return to your goal. The point is to keep friction low and momentum high, so your brain stays in drive instead of wandering. Finish the window with a simple review and a plan for the rest of the day. Ask, what moved forward? What needs a second pass? What can wait until later? Write down one next action that connects to your big goal and one quick task that can be done without pulling you away from momentum. This wrap helps your energy stay steady and keeps the idea of the day clear. You want to end with a clean mental map so the next period can pick up where the morning left off, not start from scratch. The golden window isn't magic. It's a disciplined stretch where energy, focus, and a single purpose align, making the rest of the day easier. Decision fatigue: how small choices drain your power. Decision fatigue happens when you use up mental energy by making many small choices. The brain has a finite reserve, like a battery that drains with every call you make on it. The more decisions you rack up, the harder it becomes to stay sharp. You'll notice it in tiny ways, such as choosing what to eat, what to wear, or what to reply to first. In time, the brain battery grows low and your ability to stay focused slips. The morning window is the part of the day when this energy is highest, and it matters for the choices that set your trajectory. Small decisions feel trivial, but they add up. Opening the morning mailbox, deciding a route to work, picking a snack, or sorting meetings all tap the same energy. When the battery is running low, you default to easy options or postpone hard calls. You might change your plan on the fly, or settle for speed over quality. The command center in your head begins to favor safety over risk, routine over novelty, and this slows progress. It's not laziness, it's architecture, the brain trading complexity for a safer, lighter load. A simple daily blueprint helps guard the brain battery and keep focus strong. First, protect energy with routines that require no debate. Decide a few things once and let them run: what you wear, what you eat at the start of the day, and how you handle tasks that matter most. Second, use defaults and batching. Put similar decisions together, and use ready-made options whenever possible. If you can choose a meal, choose a standard one for the week. If you can respond to messages, batch that task at set times. Third, place the hard work in the morning window. Tackle the most demanding tasks when your energy is highest, and save routine chores for later. Fourth, design the environment to reduce decision load. Clear the desk, label what you need, and remove tempting diversions that pull attention away. Fifth, build short, reset moments into the day. A quick walk, a glass of water, or a moment of quiet can recharge the brain battery and reset the mood. Finally, end with a quick plan for tomorrow. A single, clear next action lowers the energy price of starting in the morning. Concrete examples make it real. Prep your outfit the night before so you do not spin wheels at dawn. Have a simple breakfast choice you can rely on each day, like yogurt and fruit or oats, so you don't decide mid-morning. Create a small kit for high-focus work, a clean notebook, a single-color pen, and a timer set for 25 minutes. When new emails come in, skim fast and file or delete. Don't decide on every reply right away. Schedule your most important task for the first block after a short morning routine, then use the rest of the day for lighter tasks. If you notice you're slipping, pause, breathe, and remind yourself that energy management is the secret to staying in control. Energy management is the quiet switch behind better focus. The tiny habits you build here compound into days that feel smoother and more productive. The brain battery doesn't refill in a single leap. It recharges slowly with consistent routines. By treating small decisions as handles you can turn with confidence, you keep the command center calm and your work steady. The daily blueprint isn't a strict rulebook. It's a map to keep momentum without burning out. When you guard energy, focus follows, and progress arrives with less friction. The power of rest. Why your brain needs a real break. Your brain runs on energy, and real rest is a recharge. Think of the brain as the brain battery. When you focus for a while, that battery drains. A real break refuels it. Quick pauses that keep you at the same task don't restore energy the same way. When you take a proper break, attention returns, mood steadies, and mistakes fall away. Rest is active, not idle. The mind needs space to reset. The morning window is a time when energy often feels fresh and sharp. Rest can be calm breathing, a short walk, or a slow stretch. It can also be a moment away from screens and tasks, just letting the body reset for a moment. Here is a simple daily blueprint. Start with a quick reset when you wake. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, drink water, and notice your breathing. Then work in blocks of 50 to 90 minutes. After each block, take a real break of 10 to 15 minutes. Stand up, walk around, stretch, or step outside for a few minutes. Avoid scrolling during this time. Give the brain a complete pause from work tasks. If you can, move during the break. A brisk walk or gentle jog helps reset energy faster. Examples from everyday life help the plan land. If you have a tough writing task, place it in the first block after the morning reset. Schedule meetings after you've done some focused work, when your brain is already primed. After lunch, a longer break works well, a 15 to 20-minute walk or a short nap if the setting allows. In a desk job, stand at least every 30 minutes, stretch neck and shoulders, sip water, and keep a small energizer snack handy. Caffeine timing matters. A cup mid-morning can help, but avoid late-day boosts that disrupt sleep. Rest teaches the brain to weave ideas together. It supports memory, learning, and better decision-making. Real breaks give the brain time to clear clutter and reframe problems. The brain battery fills back up, and focus becomes smoother, faster, and more reliable. Energy management is the quiet power behind sustained productivity, not willpower alone. Designing the day, a simple schedule for focus. Your brain runs on energy, and attention follows energy. The morning window is when you tend to feel brightest and most ready to tackle hard tasks. The brain battery has charged moments and fatigue moments, and you can plan around them. Designing the day means lining up tasks to match that energy. Plan the night before. Put the top few tasks on a clean sheet. Clear the desk so the command center has room to focus. Have a bottle of water and a light snack ready. A calm space helps the brain settle before work starts. Start with a warm-up task that is easy to begin. It could be reading a brief, replying to a quick message, or jotting down ideas. Then dive into the main focus while the brain battery is still charged and your attention is sharp. Use the morning energy to push through a meaningful chunk of work, even if the task is tough at first glance. Work in focus blocks with short resets between them. Stand up, stretch, or take a quick walk to reset listening to your body. If focus slips, switch to a smaller, simpler task to keep momentum going and prevent a complete derailment. The goal is steady progress, not heroic bursts of effort that burn out fast. End-of-day wrap helps the brain recover. Note what worked and what didn't, and adjust for tomorrow. plan the next day by listing the top tasks in order of impact. Store your tools away and close the screen to signal the command center that work is done. This simple ritual tells your brain that the day is complete and the brain battery can start recharging for the next cycle. The evening reset, preparing your brain for tomorrow. Evening routines shape how fast your brain settles and how clearly it works the next day. The brain battery recharges best when you end the day with a clean slate, not a jumble of to-dos. This is the moment to treat your mind like a small command center that needs a quick shutdown and a tidy desk. If you carry thoughts into sleep, you wake up with fog. Start with a 10-minute brain dump. Write down everything in your head, from big worries to tiny tasks and odd ideas. Then sort items into 3 buckets: do tomorrow, delegate, or drop. Choose your top 3 tasks for the next day and write them on a sticky note. These MITs become the morning fuel for your focus. Prepare the essentials for those tasks: a charger, documents, clothes, a snack. Set out the items you will need. Turn down the lights and set screens to dim mode at least 1 hour before bed. Create a quiet zone, a gentle bath, light stretching, or a few minutes of breathing. Energy management is the secret to focus. The brain battery needs steady charging. Evening is for preserving energy, not squeezing in more work. Caffeine late is a trap. Heavy meals near bedtime can disrupt sleep. A cool, dark room helps the battery. Walking after dinner can improve sleep quality for many people. Keep the bed for sleep and intimacy, not work. A short wind-down routine with slow breaths or soft music can help the mind slip into rest. Here's a simple example you can try tonight. 8 p.m. Finish screen time and start a gentle wind-down. 8:10 p.m. A 10-minute brain dump on paper. 8:20 p.m. Pick 3 MITs for tomorrow and write them on a sticky note. 8:35 p.m. Lay out clothes and pack the bag for the next day. 8:40 p.m. Jot down one thing you're grateful for and one small plan for tomorrow. 9 p.m. Dim the lights, put devices away, do a quick breathing exercise for 2 minutes. 9:15 p.m. A final glance at tomorrow's plan to confirm you're not forgetting anything. 9:30 p.m. Lights out and sleep. This rhythm protects your energy and gives your brain a clear runway for morning work. With practice, the evening reset becomes automatic, and your focus feels lighter and more reliable the next day. Work with your biology, not against the clock. Your brain runs on energy that rises and falls with sleep, food, light, and movement. The command center inside your skull works best when you respect those rhythms. The idea is simple. Energy management is the secret to sharp focus. Treat the day as a series of small energy shifts you can ride, not a single push against a ticking clock. The brain battery charges when you rest, moves when you stretch, and drains when you ignore what your body is telling you. When you work with biology, the clock stops driving you and your best work starts flowing. In the morning, the brain often feels most awake after a good night's sleep and a quick reset with light. The morning window is a span when ideas tend to come clearer and tasks feel easier. Start with a tiny ritual. Open the blinds or step outside for a minute of sunlight, drink a glass of water, and do a few stretches. A protein-rich breakfast helps steady blood sugar and keeps energy steady for a couple of hours. Block out the first solid work time for your toughest task. If you can, do not fill this window with meetings. Protect it for deep thinking. For many people, the first 1 to 4 hours after waking are when the mind is most ready for hard problems, so place your most demanding work there. A simple rule works. 1 long block of focused work, then a short break. Use those breaks to walk around, drink water, or look away from a screen. This is not magic. It's training your brain battery to hold a charge. Midday brings a natural dip. The battery needs a gentle recharge, not a full recharging sprint that leaves you drained. A quick movement break, 10 minutes of a brisk walk, a bit of stairs, or a stretch sequence, helps restore blood flow and attention. Light meals or lighter meals that combine protein and fiber can prevent blood sugar swings that crash energy. Schedule meetings or collaborative tasks for this time if you notice your focus isn't at its peak for solo work. If you rely on caffeine, keep it earlier in the day and avoid late doses that may rob you of sleep. Use short, practical blocks for routine tasks, emails, notes, quick calls, so your brain isn't stuck in one long boring surface groove. The goal is a steady recharge, not a sudden burst that fades quickly. The afternoon demands different tactics. When you sense another arc of energy, switch to less demanding tasks that still require steady attention: planning, reviewing, organizing your notes, or shaping outputs from earlier work. The brain battery benefits from movement and fresh air at this stage. Even a 5-minute stroll can reset your focus for another loop. If possible, batch similar tasks together so the brain doesn't have to continually reset to a new kind of work. Caffeine, if used, should be timed to avoid keeping you awake at night. Many people find a clear cut off an hour or two before bed helps. Keep a simple cue for your next deep work session, so you can re-enter flow without friction when your energy climbs again. Evening is about winding down in a way that feeds tomorrow's morning window. Your brain needs rest to consolidate learning and repair, so dim the lights, step away from bright screens, and lower your mental load. A light, protein-rich dinner helps maintain energy without heavy digestion that can steal sleep. Write a quick plan for the next day, 3 top tasks and a rough time map, so your brain isn't busy storing loose ends overnight. A short, calm routine before bed, gentle stretching, a warm bath, or slow reading helps signal to your brain that the day is done. Consistent bedtimes train the brain battery to refill reliably every night, so mornings feel less chaotic and more productive. Sleep quality matters as much as the hour you wake up. Better sleep often means sharper focus when the morning window opens again. Throughout the day, the guiding principle stays simple. Work with biology, not against the clock. Protect your peak windows, plan blocks around your energy, and listen to your body's signals. For a practical daily blueprint, picture it as 3 core blocks: a strong deep work window in the morning, a restorative move and refuel break after lunch, and lighter, task-oriented work in the afternoon followed by a calm wind down. Use hydration, protein, light exposure, and movement as your regular tools. Don't cram too much into 1 hour and give your brain time to switch gears. The result is not a constant sprint but a smooth, resilient flow of effort. With this approach, focus becomes less about forcing pace and more about riding your natural energy, day by day. To wrap this up, here's the simple take. Your brain battery is what powers your focus. The morning window is the best time to do the hard thinking. The command center is your desk, your plan, and how you steer the day. When you manage energy, not just minutes, focus becomes easier. A tiny daily blueprint you can try starts with a fresh start in the morning window. Hydrate, move a little, and pick one big task. Then work in short blocks, with short breaks to recharge the brain battery. Keep meals light and steady, drink water, and finish with a quick look at what you did and what's next. If this feels doable, give it a try today. Tell me which task you'll tackle in the morning window, and how you'll use a quick break to recharge. I'm listening and rooting for you. If you found this helpful, hit like and consider subscribing for more easy, brain-friendly tips. Share one small habit you'll use this week to keep your brain battery charged. Next time, we'll add a simple 10-minute midday reset and a printable 1-page daily blueprint you can use every day. We'll also share real stories from people who tried these ideas and what happened for them.